Get comfortable with English and Comfort Zone. This is your English listening practice podcast to help you learn and improve naturally.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English in Comfort Zone. This is the place where you can learn natural English in a cozy, no pressure way. I'm Oriana.
And I'm Ken. We're so glad you're here with us today. How are you doing, Ariana?
I'm doing great, Ken. Really excited about today's episode. How about you?
Same here. I think our listeners will find today's topic super helpful. It's something they can use every single day.
That's right. Today's episode is about greetings and small talk. You know, those everyday conversations that happen at work, with friends, or even with strangers.
Small talk can feel a little awkward sometimes, especially for beginners when learning a new language. But don't worry. We're going to make it simple, natural, and even a little fun.
First, let's listen to this conversation between Lisa and Jack. Don't stress if you don't catch everything right away. That's totally normal. By the end, we'll go through everything together.
All right, let's get into it.
Oh, hey, Jack. Long time no see. How's it going?
Lisa, wow, it's been ages. I'm good, thanks. How about you?
Not bad. Just keeping busy. What's up with you?
Same here, just work and life stuff. You know how it is.
Yeah, totally. How have you been? You look great. Anything new?
Thanks. Not much really, just trying to stay on top of things. How about you?
Pretty much the same. Work's been crazy, but I can't complain.
I hear you. It's been a busy few months for me too. So, how's work been? Still at the same place?
Yeah, still there. It's been busy to say the least. We've got this big project coming up, and it's been keeping me on my toes.
Oh, I know how that feels. Deadlines can be brutal.
Tell me about it. But hey, at least it's interesting work. How about you? Still at the marketing agency?
Yep, still there. It's been a bit hectic too. Lots of new clients lately, but I can't complain. It's good to stay busy.
True, better than being bored, right?
That's right. Oh, and can we talk about this weather? It's been so unpredictable lately. One day it's sunny. The next, it's pouring.
Right? I swear I've given up on checking the forecast. I just carry an umbrella everywhere now.
Same here. I've started keeping a jacket in my bag just in case.
Smart move. So, any plans for the weekend, or are you just going to relax after such a busy week?
I wish I could relax, but I've got this family thing on Saturday. My cousin's in town, so we're all getting together for dinner.
Oh, that sounds nice. Family time can be fun.
Yeah, it should be. It's been a while since we all got together. How about you? Any big plans?
Not really. I might just chill at home, maybe catch up on some reading. I've been meaning to finish this book for weeks now.
That sounds peaceful. Sometimes a quiet weekend is exactly what you need.
Definitely. By the way, have you tried that new coffee place near your office? I heard it's really good.
Oh yeah, I went there last week. Their lattes are amazing. You should definitely check it out.
I will. I'm always on the lookout for a good coffee spot.
Well, I should probably get going. I've got a meeting in an hour, and I still need to grab my coffee.
Oh, right. I don't want to keep you. It was great catching up, though.
Yeah, it really was.
All right. Take care, Jack.
You too, Lisa. See you soon.
See you.
Let's break down the conversation between Lisa and Jack. We'll start with the greetings and go through the rest of the phrases they used. Sound good, Ken?
Sounds great. Let's start with the first thing Lisa said. How's it going? This is a super common way to greet someone casually. It's like asking how are you, but even more relaxed.
Yeah, and it's great because you can use it with friends, coworkers, or even someone you've just met. For example, if you run into a classmate, you could say, "Hey, how's it going?" It's simple and friendly.
Exactly. Next we have what's up with you, which is another casual way to ask how someone is doing. It's almost the same as how's it going, but even more informal.
Sometimes people just say, "What's up?" without the with you. Like if you're texting a friend, you might just write, "Hey, what's up?" It's quick and easy.
And notice how the response was not bad, just keeping busy. That's a really natural way to say you're doing okay, but have a lot going on.
You could also say, "I'm good, just staying busy." Keeping busy or staying busy are both common phrases. They're useful because they let you share a little bit about what's going on in your life without going into too much detail.
Another phrase Jack used was stay on top of things, which means to manage everything well, even when life gets busy. For example, if you have a lot of homework, you might say, I'm trying to stay on top of my assignments.
And then Lisa talked about work being crazy, which means really busy. You could also say work's been hectic lately, which means really busy and maybe a little chaotic.
Right. Another word used was unpredictable when talking about the weather. It's a nice way to say the weather is changing a lot. For example, you could say, the weather's been so unpredictable this week.
And Lisa mentioned checking the forecast, which means looking at the weather predictions. If you're planning a picnic, you might say, "I checked the forecast and it's supposed to rain."
We also have catching up, which means talking to someone you haven't seen in a while. For example, if you haven't seen a friend in months, you might say, we need to catch up soon.
And Lisa said, "Long time no see," which is a friendly way to tell someone you haven't seen them in a long time. It's casual and shows you're happy to see them again.
Jack used the phrase, it's been ages, which means the same thing that it's been a long time since you last met. It shows a bit of surprise and happiness to see the person.
And when Jack said, "I hear you," he wasn't saying he could literally hear Lisa. This phrase means, "I understand what you're saying," or "I feel the same way." It shows agreement.
When talking about work, Lisa said it's keeping me on my toes. This means she's very busy and always has to be alert. It's like saying work is challenging but in an exciting way.
Jack also used "tell me about it" when Lisa mentioned deadlines being brutal. This doesn't mean he wants her to explain more. It's actually a way of strongly agreeing, like saying, "I completely understand from my own experience."
And when Lisa said she can't complain about work, it means things are going well enough that she has no reason to complain. It's a positive way to say things are good without sounding too excited.
Jack talked about chilling at home, which is a very casual way to say relaxing at home and doing nothing special. You might say, "I'm just going to chill this weekend," to mean you plan to relax.
And Lisa mentioned she's on the lookout for a good coffee place. This means she's actively watching or searching for something. You could say, I'm on the lookout for a new apartment if you're searching for one.
Finally, Jack said, "I should probably get going," which is a polite way to say you need to leave. You could also say, "I've got to head out," or "I need to get going."
And they ended with take care, which is a friendly way to say goodbye. It's like saying be well or see you later.
Now let's talk about some other useful phrases for greetings and small talk that you can use in your daily life.
For greetings, besides how's it going and what's up, you can also say how are you doing or simply how are you. These work great in most casual situations.
For responding to these greetings, you can say things like, "I'm fine, thanks," "Pretty good," "Not too bad," or even "hanging in there" if things are okay, but not great.
When asking about someone's job or studies, you could say how's work treating you or how are your classes going. These are more interesting than just asking how is work.
And for talking about the weather, which is a classic small talk topic, you can say things like, "Beautiful day, isn't it?" Or "Can you believe this heat?" Or "Looks like rain again."
For ending conversations politely, you can use phrases like, it was nice talking to you, great catching up, or I should let you go now. These are all gentle ways to finish a conversation.
And don't forget phrases for making plans like, "We should get together sometime," or "Let's grab coffee soon." These are friendly ways to suggest future meetings.
So we've gone through the conversation, broken down the phrases, and talked about how to use them in real life. But before we end, we want to give you a chance to practice.
We're going to play the conversation one more time. Now that you've learned the phrases, try to listen for them and see if you can catch how Lisa and Jack use them.
You can always pause, rewind, and listen again. You can even practice speaking along with Lisa and Jack. It's a great way to get comfortable using these phrases yourself.
Great job listening. Remember, small talk might seem simple, but it's an important part of building relationships in English speaking cultures.
And don't worry if it feels awkward at first. The more you practice, the more natural these conversations will feel.
Try using some of these phrases the next time you're talking with someone in English. Start with the ones that feel most comfortable to you.
And remember, small talk is supposed to be light and easy. Don't worry about making deep conversation. Just enjoy the connection.
That's all for today's episode of English in Comfort Zone. Thanks for listening.
We'll be back next week with more useful English phrases and conversations.
Until then, take care and keep practicing your English.
Bye for now.
Goodbye.